Well, here's the deal. Let me explain. This is a river, but I'm gonna cut across here. The numbers I've got. See, we've got minus 35 right here. We've got on the gauge is 46, so we've got 11 foot. Thing of it is, we're right at about 11 foot. So, I don't know. The water's really flat looking out there. It looks like really flat. That's not good. See, the current's over here. That looks good. That's normal. This flat, that's kind of scary. So it's like driving off into the abyss, going on numbers from 4 years ago. And if we do hit out there, we'll be here for 2-3 days. Coast Guard will be involved. Yeah. But if we do make it across here and cut this corner, I'm going to cut that corner right there. We're going to cut off so much fuel and time. Number one, the time's a big issue because I got boats coming. But yeah, we're looking at probably a 6-hour delay. We would be looking at be me cutting across here. I'm going to actually improve our speed by about an hour. So we're looking at 7 hours change. But see, it's fixing to get stupid the fuck over here. Oh shit. And alarm's going off. Well, 14. It's gonna get scary for a minute. I'm not gonna videotape anymore. I'm just gonna go with it. But it's gonna get real scary for a minute or two. Real scary. Real scary. Damn. Real scary. I think we're good. Well, I don't like the looks of it. It don't look good. It don't look good. We'll see how it goes. I ain't stopped, ain't peeled the string off. That wake that's coming off the side there, that's not good. That means we're in very, very, very shallow water. Anyway, have some fun, y'all. Well, this is what happens when we cut across. See, we're cutting across here, splitting the dike. That's a north or southbounder coming around. It's another southbounder. But we're taking a shortcut, basically. So that's what that looks like. Cutting out across all this to cut off that. A better look from up top. We're cutting across here. That's a boat over there. You can see him. Boat over there. We're cutting the corner, basically. Way over there. That's the channel over there. See? It's like a mile over that way. Kinda neat. So it looks like to cut across a bar. Pretty. That's what it's like to cut across the bar. And we got shallower water. You see, the water's not as deep. But anyway, that's what that looks like. And it's a ways over there. You see, I'd have to hold up for that boat. Randy X son, I'd have to hold up for him down the below the turn, but I'm cutting off this corner, so he's over here, we're over here. Don't have to worry about it. I would have to hold down here below the turn for him to get around. So we're cutting off miles and saving a lot of time by doing this. Kind of neat. That's one barge, one barge length. That's 200 foot. Looks good. That's how a tow's built, man. That's how a tow's built. Somebody's jacket. Some of these guys. It's a good walk out here, y'all. It's a good walk. is a long ways out here. Oh, deck barge. See the boat still. I'm just what, 600 foot? Huh. Or more, I don't know. Oh, that's where I got off actually, or when I got on the boat. Actually, I think it's right up around here. Oh, it's too far from where I got on the boat. Ooh, it's a long ways out. Yeah, I tell people how big these things are, but it's hard to get a grasp of the scale and the size unless you actually can be like on it. But oh my gosh, it's impressive. Bigger than an aircraft carrier, the surface area. We're not tonnage, but surface area, we got you. They're talking about that. It's like a notch. That barge. Kind of cool. Kind of cool, y'all. It's quiet out here. It's nice. On the Mississippi River. Look. Coming out towards the head. Kind of neat, y'all. Kind of neat. I got my speaker on. And we are out at the head of tow. It's quiet out here. See, we're a quarter mile away from the boat, so you don't hear nothing but the wind and running through the water. Sounder. That's how we get our depth right there. Kind of neat. Kind of neat. It's really beautiful out. Pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty. Yeah, I got off, I got on the boat, actually right down there. This trip. Boat coming. Here we are. I was watching it. I watched that boat come up through here, and she gets, they've been boats topping around on this turn. The slack water up underneath this point where it starts right in here, they're catching their head on it, and then that's current and it's just flipping them around. So the key is to hit it just right. and it will shoot. It's gonna spit us out of this hole, I guarantee it. It's gonna spit us out of here. But so far, so good. I like the way she's coming around. I'm gonna play her just like it is. I like the position. Probably my 1 mile ring. I'll carry it on around, but I'm not gonna jump up on this bar too quick, because I know if I catch my head right in here, it's gonna be issues. We don't want to do that. But you can't drop down here because we'll slam the bank. So it's really you really just got to pick your spot. The thing of it is, I've got plenty of horsepower with 15 barges. That's not too much of an issue. I don't have an issue. I can shove out of pretty much anything. We've got ample horsepower for the tow. The main issue though is you got ample horsepower and you're twisting on this tow, and it gets, the possibility of breaking out of face wires or breaking the tow in half becomes more of an issue. But right now she's really nice. I'm just gonna run the edge of this bar and watch it and kind of let her come around nice and easy. Nothing crazy. And I'm not running real hard either. I'm running about 580 of 900. But we're gonna just follow that bar around, because I think as soon as I catch that head, now here's the thing too, I'll use that little bit, that slack water. If it looks like I'm gonna start sliding down in the turn, I'll steer up and catch a little of that slack water to help me turn, which is kind of what we do anyway. But I'll tell you what, I'm being very cautious. Now see, we're getting our 1 mile ring on the bank. So now then I like to come on around. I don't like to run up too far. I like to keep that distance. It gives me time to do stuff. But see, now then, she's kind of acting squirrely. I come hard down. I'm hard down to keep her up on the turn, but you see, she's gonna try to catch. That head's gonna try to catch, but I can see this water, that drift moving down in the turn. That's moving. You can see the water movement. I'm watching how the water is moving. I can see the slacker water here. We got a little bit of wind ripple on the top of the water, so it helps me. I can see the river direction. You can see where it's running tighter. Now then, it's starting to catch edge of that bar. I can feel it. See that? Its swing meter started jumping on me. So we're just keeping it right, nice and easy, keeping that 1 mile ring. We're gonna just try to chase that shore a little bit, and I think it's gonna be pretty good. See, it really is. Now you see that swing meter drop like that? That gets my attention. We do need to get it on around the turn, but you don't want to bury that thing. If that swing meter goes like that, then what's happening is my butt's getting in the swift water, my head's up on the slack, and that's how they'll top around. We don't want to do that. So we're playing it real. I'm really paying more attention to what I'm doing than what I'm recording, so y'all excuse the camera work or the things I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just trying to relay what my mind is thinking. Now see, now I'm starting to lose a little swing, and it's starting to fall down to the bend, so I want to get back up a little bit. It's like I said, it's that fine, hitting that sweet spot, because I don't want to slide off into the turn. I don't want to catch that, or I don't want to do that. We want to hit the middle. That's basically it. See, my 1 mile ring's starting to get a little inside, but you see that swing's picking back up. Look at my predictor's looking a lot better. That predictor's really hard to pay attention to, because that's 2 minutes, and I don't have 2 minutes. See right here, you see that thing starting to bury, and that's about where I would think it would, right in here. Right? You can't ignore the predictor, but right in here, that's where that slack water's starting to catch. Yeah, see, now I'll pull down. I want to keep her coming around, but I don't want her spinning like that. Boy, she is squirrely. I'm fixing to drive on this girl. I'm gonna get pointed down a little bit more, because I am getting a little bit, I'm running out of room over here for my turn. I need to come on around. Let's get this girl on around, and I'm gonna drive the piss out of her. Let's get her shoved down. I don't want to play. I mean, I could try to act cocky and not use the horses to get out of here, but right now it's a fine line. This is a treacherous place. See that head? That's more me steering on it than it catching too much of that eddy yet. Right now, I'd like a little of the eddy water to catch, but just as I say that, I'm starting to feel it. But we're gonna drive this girl out of here. Yeah, this is squirrely. I've got a lot extra. Like I said, we've got plenty of horsepower. But to be real honest, this is not no BS. Now she's gonna try to slam me because I'm gonna start catching that point wave water, and she's gonna start hitting me on this side as I try to steer on around. So I'm gonna get all I can. I'm gonna steer her on around there now. Yeah, she's looking good. She really is looking good.
American Duchess northbound coming up on Brunette. The American Duchess.
But I'm not gonna play with it. I mean, really. Videotape. I don't want to be chasing too many banks. All right, now then, the head's getting up very close, so I'm gonna have to kind of watch her to where she don't catch on me. This is a critical area. Very critical area coming out this lower end, because this is where you really could hang that head. A lot of places around there, but this is definitely a spot. And she seems to be driving on out, but boy, it's just a tight hole, and the water acts stupid above it, and then all this flooded water gets down in this one narrow spot, and it's just, you want to hit that spot just right. You know, you don't want to hit it in bad shape one way or the other. I'll tell you what. It bears some watching. I've got a lot extra. I have the good fortune of having plenty of horsepower, light tow, good shove and bow. But I ain't gonna lie, it gets my attention. It gets my attention. Yeah. See, now she'll start driving. What is that? Fresh boat? Huh. Now then, we'll drive off the bank. We got plenty. I don't know, man. With this is a squirrely hole. I don't know. A flank might be the best bet. A flank down through here. I don't know. I really hadn't seen what folks are doing, if they're steering it or flanking. But with a bigger toe, I don't know. It hit pretty easy. Once you get, it's a little bit spooky looking when you get down to this point, but it starts, that head will hang just right, and it kind of pulls you around the turn. So, but you see, I don't have a lot of, I mean, you know, you're chasing the bank. I'm not playing with it. I've got plenty of room. We've got a good point. We've got, you know, but I can definitely see with a bigger toe, if we had another two widths, if we had 25 or 30, it would be a handful. 30 would be a handful. Not even gonna lie. On this boat with what, 6,200 horsepower. Yeah, 25 would be a good workout. 30, I don't know, I'd definitely be backing up for sure and then figuring it out. But boy, it's swift down that bank. Look at the water running. It's crazy. Really crazy. Let's see, now we're driving off the bank, even our predictors. We've got plenty of room. But it is swift. It is swift. If I run straight right up a little bit, we're going to see what our speed's going to pick up to spit me out of here. been steering on it so much that I ought to start picking up more speed, just driving straight rudder. Alright, well that was interesting. We got her licked though. See, she's driving off the bank. And, it ain't no BS. And you can't let your guard down because just, you know, look, we got big drift out here too. At this point, if one of my engines, if I had to take engine, I'd still be alright. But, I mean, you see big drift. Yeah. This is one of the coolest things I think that's out here. Since I've been on the river, I remember when I was young and hearing about bald eagles being, they were endangered. And then I saw a report the other day that the numbers are really doing good. They're not endangered at all now, but that's a eagle's nest right there. It's just kind of cool. We see so many of them out here now. I remember used to back in the 90s when they were still saying the numbers were low when I first started on the rivers, on the Illinois River. And see how big that thing is. And you'd see 3 or 4 of them at locks and stuff now and again, and see more of them as time went on. But I remember when I was in the wheelhouse, probably around 2010, around that time, I remember up on the Illinois River up at Hennepin in the wintertime at Hennepin Power Plant, and there was an area probably about as big as that toe of where there wasn't ice, there was water, and the eagles we counted over 30 just in that one little area there. And that trip we saw hundreds and hundreds. I think I've got a video on YouTube where I posted on the upper where one watch I counted over 100 eagles, bald eagles. But anyway, it was just neat seeing that big nest over it. Thing's huge. But it's obviously a bald eagle or an eagle's nest. But look how big that thing is. I don't know. I'm just gonna gauge just from distance and size. That thing's every bit. Figure that Kevel right there, that's about 15 feet. I guarantee you that thing's every bit of 12 feet across, 12 to 15 feet across. I'm gonna say probably 12. We'll go 10 to 12. But it's heavy, thick, and they picked a good tree right in the middle. Pretty neat.